Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really...
Well, Bad Lewis, welcome back to the channel, gentlemen. Thank you so much for stopping by. Here we are on another episode of the Dennis Ford My Career right here on Madden 19. If you missed any of the other episodes, they're available on the channel in a playlist. And here we go. The Colts trying to work their way through here in the snow. And they will kick a field goal of 40 yards. It is good.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this first play will get them back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Incomplete.
Yes, he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's
Third down and 8 now for Mariota and the Browns.
Get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On third down, Mariota. And
Incomplete.
Here on third down.
Well, the Browns will have to punt it here.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout.
I didn't mean to call timeout.
Remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
That was dumb. I should not have called timeout. Well, the Browns will punt it here. Touchback, 62 yards on the punt. 4 yards. That is, this pass is dropped. 4 yards on the rush. Incomplete pass, and they'll punt it, and the Browns will take over.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that.
Going deep.
Over, right? Didn't create a big play for the
Incomplete.
other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
Denny again, stifled.
Down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Keep it rolling.
To To throw is Mariota.
Incomplete.
It's going to be incomplete.
So the Browns will have to punt it yet again. 69 yards on the punt. And the Colts will punt it again.
Here comes
as
the
well.
Browns offense back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down.
Incomplete. I'm not sure what Mariota was doing there.
Had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over third
1 of
on the
6 for
sidelines.
Mariota,
What do
not
we
very
need to
well
do to pick up a first down and change our momentum.
in the passing department.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Newton. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
So Newton with a great catch there.
20 yards.
The goal for any offense
First
versus
quarter
his own
coming to an
defense,
end here. We're winding
find
it
the
down.
holes where guys are available,
And that
put
ends the
ball
first
on
quarter.
receiver before
No
any
score.
defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a...
So Denny, 4 rushes, 5 yards in the snow. Denny just not getting his footing or something going on here. This
You've got a
defense
running back of this
is right
size,
there.
of these dimensions. I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. And some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Denny got some footing there.
What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading.
And
the
Denny
exact
got
same thing
stifled there.
and put the ball right on you.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. Throwing is Mariota. And it's caught. They're able to convert.
I said no score. That's 3-0. I forgot all about it.
Everyone's got to be
Forgot all
able to
about
catch
that
the
field
football.
goal that
Doesn't
the
matter
Colts
what
got. So
position
it is
you play.
3-0, not no
Offense,
score.
Be aware, a ball may come your way.
They'll try and run for it on
Denny's
first
in.
down. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
So 18 touchdowns on the year for Denny. He gets in there. 7-3 now. And here we go with the touchback from Heath Payton. 4 yards on the rush. 7 yards on the rush by Maxwell. Incomplete on the pass by Welker. 5 yards. Pass knocked away. They will punt it again.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any.
And Mariota goes down in a huff.
Back at about the
And he lost 8 yards on that one.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big
Mariota.
what else you have to look out
The
for?
throw is in the end zone. It's intercepted.
Intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
Intercepted by Mariota. Hooker picked it off there as the Browns go down. There's a sack And the Browns are moving the football, or excuse me, the Colts are moving the football down the field. Touchdown, Colts. 49 seconds remaining.
Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something
Denny does what he had to do there to get that one.
In a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Mariota.
Intercepted again.
It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Intercepted again as Mariota not doing well at all here. 18 seconds left. And the Browns with a perfect opportunity here.
Following the interception here, Mariota is going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Second down, 11. 4 seconds remaining. 48-yard field goal is good by Butker to tie this one up.
Here's the
As we start the
now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
And Denny caught it, but how much did he get? Only got a gain of 3 there.
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice
7 of 14, 83 yards and 2 interceptions for Marcus Mariota.
What damage can he do to us downfield, and who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right.
Denny incomplete.
To match up to him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers.
10 rushes, 28 yards, and 1 touchdown for Denny Ford.
Pick up a 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know he just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete.
Walls got injured on that one. I'm not sure why the Browns decided to go for it on 4th down. And there's a field goal.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, but I'm going to be aggressive on offense because
Denny backpedaling there, and I believe he didn't even get much at all. He lost a yard.
Second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Second down, Mariota. Walford's got it, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a...
Denny held on to it. That's the first down for the Browns.
Man-to-man to try and limit his touches.
55 seconds remaining.
Different angles, different looks.
Third quarter.
Like a good boxer does.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of it.
Denny.
So
Mariota goes down. Denny had a blocker, but come out from the other side, and they took him down.
They've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Incomplete. He threaded the needle and did not do well there. And the Browns will have to punt it here. 43 yards on the punt. 0 yards on the return. Negative 3 yards on the rush. A sack. So Denny was setting out for that particular play. And the Browns will take over 1st or 2nd and inches now.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On 3rd down.
Denny got it.
4th, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Denny got the 1st down. It's exactly what they needed.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Got his man complete over.
Flag. That's got to be holding on the offense.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Face mask.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that is going Denny with an illegal block in the back.
Still 1st down. Backwards.
Illegal block in the back for Denny. I think that's the very first penalty against Denny in his entire career.
And his throw is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Mariota goes down, fumbled.
And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
So the Colts recover in the fumble in the snow here. And the Browns will take over with 2 minutes and 33 seconds, so the defense held on.
And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
That's the 1st down for Cleveland. All they need is a field goal to tie it, but a touchdown will win it here. 2-minute warning.
Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Incomplete again, intended for...
Took a shot, couldn't connect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit?
Incomplete again. What is Mariota doing?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
That's what we needed right there.
Well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Back to throw. Here's Walford over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way
Incomplete.
to
4th
get
and
the
3.
defense downfield.
And the Browns will have to go for the field goal here. Bucker gets the field goal. Bucko 3 left. Penalty on the on the Colts. 7 yards on the
And now the Browns coming out on the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
Mariota back to pass. He's going to let it rip. Incomplete.
Nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops.
So Harris
Because
Bucker,
the clock stays running,
you see it right there.
that much tougher
The
for you.
40-yard
It can
line is
always
where they
bleed
need to
out
be.
on you.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota to throw.
Incomplete. Or no, he completed it, but I believe that's holding on the offense.
So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Holding. Offense.
Holding on the offense there. Patterson. We're here in the overtime. And the Browns will take over.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defense.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Easy, easy, easy.
And with the
Unfortunately,
play clock
I'll have to take a
winding down,
timeout.
We're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mariota now from the 50. And jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Over the middle, complete. It's Nash. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Oh, come on.
Easy, easy, easy. Three. Keep it rolling.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout.
I hate
instead.
that glitch.
It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Mariota now to throw on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup. Right back to him on first down. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what our coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not
So
necessarily
the field goal attempt by Buckner. This is going to be a chip shot here, perhaps.
Right here.
And timeout is called.
Poking, clawing, raking.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off.
So the Browns will get the touchdown.
So
in
for
overtime.
Cleveland, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way.
So there you have it, folks.
That'll do it for us.
The Browns come in at 14-2. Last season, if you remember correctly, before Denny joined this team, the Browns were in the Super Bowl. We recap it, the Browns were in the Super Bowl and lost to the Minnesota Vikings in the Super Bowl, and they were 4-2. That's they were 4-2 last season as well. So here we go, as we simming week 17 and advancing to the next week. We take a look at the yearly rewards real quick. No MVPs here. Denny, right here, gets an MVP for the Browns. He's 5th for the MVP for the Browns. Denny is. We're going to advance to the wild card, or simulating the wild card and advancing to the divisional. And it looks like the Browns will be taking on the Steelers. Steelers coming in 11-5. The Browns at 14-2. Folks, it's going to be a battle. And we're going to have it in the next episode. If you're new, scratch the claw marks at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Remember the Wolfpack fam today. Sniffing by that bell icon. Become part of the Vacation Squad. Do not forget to put a like to the video. It's much appreciated. Always stay hungry. Hungry like the wolf. Aye.